We should be live on the internet. Oh, great. Can you not see my webcam? Why can't you see my webcam now? That is so weird. Nothing else is using my webcam, right? Oh, if I go to... Okay, this was all working just before I started streaming, and now it's not. I'll be able to fix it. Hold on. I do... Boop. Boop. Wait, is it being dragged off screen? Is that what's happened? I actually don't know what's happened. Okay, no, my webcam isn't actually working. Huh. Odd. Do I need my webcam? I guess I do. Not working on this screen, not working on this screen. Interesting. Do you need my camera? Do people really need to see this ugly mug? Now, come on. Do you? Really? Let me just try adding video capture device. Just add a new one. It just doesn't want to work. Huh. The light's blue, suggesting it's on, but I don't see it. It's not being used anywhere else. Because I know that can be the issue where it gets used somewhere else. I need to configure video. I'm just going to pull that up real quick and then go back to my webcam. No, still nothing. Interesting. Well, we don't need my webcam. We will just simply go through these here. Now, I think I'm a very perfect person to go through this because I am very articulate. There's people who probably have just read this and gone, and that's it. You know, they haven't really added any more information to this. I have not had a full read of this yet, so I do not know everything that's in this. I've seen and heard little bits here and there. I've seen some things that's been said on Twitter and things like that. Yesterday was a day where I went on Twitter for more than 5 minutes for the first time in a while. Let's get through this. The prelude. Welcome to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies. Purely focused on the round-based zombies action coming to the game, the following intel barrage features extensive comms direct from the Treyarch Zombies team and includes a detailed gameplay overview and deep dive into all the pre-game preparations you can undertake. Full details on what to expect when you're engaging hordes of undead during a match, and a terrifying look at the darker beastry of the undead currently haunting Terminus Island. We then get a trailer here. Yeah, this is the same thing that I should believe it is. Yeah, this is the same thing that I did a stream on yesterday. So if you want to see that, just tune into the stream yesterday. Please note, throughout this blog, a wide variety of gameplay systems are discussed, along with specific examples on how systems are employed in the game. In every case, it is wise not to make assumptions that these indicate the total number of elements pertaining to a particular gameplay function. All content is subject to change as Treyarch Zombies team continues final refinements prior to launch. Warning, light spoilers ahead. Please note the contents of the blog include information about gameplay systems, enemy types, areas of the Terminus map, and other information that could be deemed as spoilers. Proceed at your own risk. Terminus overview. Outpost escape Philippine Sea. Located in the Philippine Sea in the remote Terminus Island complex, historical data indicates a pre-World War II coal mining operation on the island. Abandoned around 1932, 10 years later, Terminus became a forward US naval base. Mothballed until 1965, the CIA converted it into a top-secret outpost used for the detention of someone. So, 1965... an outpost to detain someone or a project, maybe. It could be detention of a group of people. In 1984, in 1986, Project Janus took over the island, building a laboratory in the subterranean mining caves. So what we know, what they've been sort of doing in this laboratory is experimenting on zombies. We see like zombies chained down, zombies in like a cryo chamber, like liquid chamber. So we know Project Janus has been working on the zombies outbreak in particular and been experimenting on the zombies there. And we don't know, maybe this is how we've got all these different types of zombies now. Is these guys have been experimenting. We've got these like fat zombies which we didn't have in Cold War. We've got these parasites and all this. So maybe Project Janus was trying to create different types of zombies for whatever reason, but we'll see. After Peck and Maya break the Rec Room crew out of their prison cells, we saw it yesterday, they assume that this is a bio research station for Project Janus. Your handlers are Peck and Strauss, and for the richest story experience, you want to choose your operator crew from Gregory Reaver, Elizabeth Gray, Mackenzie Mac Carver, and Maya Aguinaldo. No, that doesn't sound right. Aguinaldo. Maya Aguinaldo. That sounds Italian now. I don't know if anyone's used to saying Filipino names. Can I please have a translation or a pronunciation? The dedicated crew of characters featured throughout Black Ops 6 Zombies storyline. Get ready to play a round-based Zombies map at launch of Black Ops 6 on October 25th, along with the Liberty Falls map. So it sounds like every map besides the map we've got to talk to, we will always play as these 4 characters. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, I wish we had maybe some interchangeability. Like, yeah, these are the main 4 here. Makes sense. Raptor 1 needs to his exfil. Dr. Strauss is going mental right now, so it doesn't make sense for him to be involved. And Peck's the arsehole. But in a future map, if it's like going to be scientific based, maybe it's better to have Strauss on the field and then one of these goes into the handler position, so like we can interchange these. And let's say we also have an ability where, oh, we're actually underground. Raptor 1 can't save us in our helicopter, but Raptor 1 could be very useful for finding us escapes once we are underground or something, and Raptor 1 could pull us out, essentially. Like, he'd be with us attacking and so on and so forth. So I kind of wish we had an interchangeable of 7 characters throughout the maps, but I mean, sticking with 4 is fine throughout. Get ready to play this round-based map at launch on Black Ops 6 on October 25th alongside with the Liberty Falls map. Why do they have to specify that this is round-based zombies map? Like, map. Because I assume Liberty Falls will also be a round-based zombies map. So here's what we saw at the end of the gameplay trailer yesterday. We've got an ammo cache here. We have this big truck. We've got like a motel type building. I know this might not be a motel, but every time I see a building like this, I always think it's like a motel. Gas station over here. These 2 little tanky things. And we've got a bowling alley over here, which we have in town as well as a bowling alley. And there is word on the streets that town is a part of this map. So maybe up here is basically where the town layout is. So there might be a bar like on the opposite side of the road here. Footage from an incursion of a once quaint, now overrun West Virginia town also gives you the first glimpse of the second launch map. Seen the epicenter of a dark air outbreak, chaos is crawling through Liberty Falls, with much of the local population now succumbing to the result of a second simultaneous dimensional breach. I'll cover more about Liberty Falls and Call of Duty next on October 28th. Now, there's rumors that Milo is going to reveal this because he's currently in West Virginia, I believe, after doing the Dyer's Cast hunt. So he may be showing it before August 28th, or it might literally be he gets there August 27th and then goes to COD Next, which I don't know where COD Next is. I know it's not in London this year, so wherever COD Next is, if it's in that like, if it's somewhere where he could get to in a day, because I assume he'll be at COD Next with what's going on. Part 2, the Essence of Zombies gameplay overview. An introduction to round-based gameplay. Black Ops 6 Zombies is purely focused on creating the finest, most rewarding round-based experience Treyarch has ever made. Many of the gameplay systems we read about will be familiar to veteran Zombies players, while others are designed to grow the Zombies community and allow new players to explore more of the main quest more easily. So I think this is a part where they're not speaking to like me or anyone that's watching this. They might be speaking more to people who got introduced to zombies through MWZ and has never played Call of Duty before then. And they might be like, oh, I really love MWZ. Let me really get into zombies next year. And they're like, wait, what's this round-based thing? But I feel like that's so little people. No one's really getting spoken to here. You know, like that's a very niche. It's got to be someone who has never played zombies before, who would want to read this blog, but has played MWZ. I guess that's a lot of free Game Pass subscribers. Well, not free Game Pass subscribers, but Game Pass subscribers that have just got the game. But I don't know. I don't feel like they're talking to anyone. At its most basic level, one of the first Black Ops 6 round-based maps involves you and optionally up to 3 additional teammates. Exploring and eventually breaking out of a maximum security prison complex called Terminus Island with waves of undead foes to dispatch, discover and complete objectives. Does that mean there'll be like objectives like in what the map now? It was Exo Zombies. There was 2 maps, I think. Or maybe it was at every map? I can't remember what it was in the original map. But there's a map where you're on a boat carrier, I think it's called, actually thinking about it, and you had to defuse a bomb. Then there was another map where you had to save survivors and there'd be areas that just get gassed, so you couldn't be in that area. And then, was there things in the other maps? I can't remember if there was things in the other 2 maps, but that's what it sounds like. Delve a little deeper and you realise your chance of survival are greatly enhanced by adept avoidance of the crowds of wandering corpses as you line up your killing blows, and just as importantly by managing the main currencies of the game, Essence and Salvage. So I did see gameplay where, of course, Essence, I saw that, but I did see gameplay where Salvage was on the ground, so... Essence Salvage, the currency of round based. Do I need to read this? I think we all know? Additionally, a new routes through a round-based zombies map involving access blocked areas, either by unlocking doors or removing obstacles, and both cost essence. As some areas have multiple routes to discover, you must weigh up the cost in unlocking these through affairs, while at the same time spending essence on perks, pack-punch weaponry to strengthen yourself against the ever-growing undead hordes. I mean, does that ever feel like an issue? Like the choice of where to go and when to get perks and pack-a-punch? I don't feel like there's ever... I guess speedrunners weigh that up more, I guess, than anyone else. Because they gotta go, oh, I ain't got as much points as before. Usually I'd buy stamina, but if I can't afford stamina, but I need a pack-a-punch, you know... I'm sure it's happened in some speedruns where they've had to weigh up an option and sometimes felt they've chosen the wrong option after the fact. But I think for the players that are just doing Easter eggs, I mean, you literally just wait around and you have enough points for both things that you want to do. As your knowledge grows, you'll utilize other gameplay features to your benefit, creating powerful offensive weaponry and studying areas of the map where there's a good amount of maneuvering. When larger, higher round zombies hordes require roundup and training. I am surprised they still use the training terminology, but well. I guess a good number of people still call it training. In Black Ops 6 Zombies, essence takes on the form of points you rapidly accrue by slaying zombies and occasionally appears as vials of dark air essence that sometimes drop from tougher enemies. You use essence in the following ways. To access objective-related devices in Turnus, these are devices that power the station to further your progress. Wait, so it takes essence to turn on power, or does it mean to access as in to open doors to it? Because paying for power seems weird. Have we ever had to pay to unlock power? Besides doors? I don't think we did. Oh, in Origins, do you have to pay to start up a generator? Oh wait, Firebase C, maybe you do. Maybe one of the two. To unlock doors is some allowing you to pay for half the unlocking cost, sharing the essence amount with a teammate for the first time in Black Ops. Yeah, they realised that it's been done in Infinite Warfare Zombies. Infinite Warfare Zombies did it for 3 doors, I believe. And it was a feature which I'm surprised they never brought back, because I feel like the sharing to open up doors was quite a good feature, but the thing is the doors came more expensive, which also I didn't like. To summon a tactical raft for aquatic expeditions, the tactical raft seems like it isn't like a... The tactical raft isn't like... I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, let's say the train in World War II Zombies and Darkest Shore. It's not like a from point A to point B. You get an actual vehicle to drive to wherever you want and desire. Of course, as long as it's in the map boundaries and accessible by the sea or ocean, I guess. So it's very unique, I'd say. I don't think we've seen that type before, besides from outside Outbreak or MWZ. Actually, does MWZ have a raft? I don't think MWZ have boats, does it? Oh, it does. It has the RHIB. Never mind. To purchase Coca-Colas from permit machines to add a specific advantage to your operator via a single machine, or the Wonder Vase that vends all perk cans on a particular map. Okay, this is interesting. So is the Wonder Vase going to act differently to Cold Wars? Because let's talk about perk colas real quick. Perk colas in Cold War, you had your machines and it had every available perk cola in the game in the Wonder Fizz. So if the map didn't have a Deadshot machine, but it is in the game, so like Deadshot is in Black Ops Cold War, there was no Deadshot machine in Firebase C. So what you do is you had to go to the Wonder Fizz to then get it. Death Perception wasn't in Die Machine. You can go to Wonder Fizz to get it. What I'm hoping for in this game is there's perks that are only map specific and it fits the map. I understand want to have every perk in every map, but I feel like it just adds a uniqueness to it. Like, well, Black Ops 2, I think, is one of the best games. Like Electric Cherry only being in Mob of the Dead, really nice touch. I think it was in Origins' Wonder Fizz as well, Electric Cherry, I think, but the actual machine was only in Mob of the Dead. I think it adds something to the map, gives it some, uniqueness. So you know, that sounds like it will only be on that map. So if the machine's on the map, then it'd also be in Wonder Fizz. Hey, Peace, how you doing? But there's no real word on this. Maybe if I go to the perk cans later on, there will be information regarding that. Because they'll definitely add some perks to this game. To purchase upgrades, we currently utilize weapons from Pack-a-Punch Machine, Tier 1, 2, and 3. That increase weapon potency and ammo munitions, as well as occasionally offering unexpected benefits. Or unexpected effects. So this is talk about like how the crossbow in BO1 would have that monkey effect. So it's not like ammo types or anything like that, I don't believe. You getting ready to work? You work all the time now, Peace. I feel sad. I'm doing all right. I'm tired. I'm just going through this. My webcam won't work for whatever reason, so we're just pushing through. To purchase ammo from ammo caches, so it will be like Cold War, where you have to pay. To purchase an additional weapon with rarity rating from a weapon wall buy. Oh, it just means like a wall buy, basically that. It doesn't mean you get increased rarity for your gun. To upgrade additional armor from an armor wall buy. So armor's going to be a wall buy now. It will be from like the armor station. To purchase a random weapon with a rarity rating from a mystery box and more. Oh, does it mean that there's more stuff in the mystery box? Because you could technically get a wonder weapon and stuff. To start a special trials challenge, so the trial machine is coming back in a date of birth. The 1st of the 2nd, 1842. Okay, that is rude of you. How dare you not agree that I'm the oldest man alive? So this is just showing salvage drops, right? How salvage drops work. I guess salvage wasn't in MWZ, so they're just showing that for the very noob players. The other main form of currency is salvage, small piles of junk with a green outline, found randomly from fallen enemies, and a quality of life improvement. Players now only need to manage one type of salvage. Thank God. Wasn't that how it was in Vanguard? Wasn't Vanguard one type of salvage? Oh, am I misremembering that? Of course, it wasn't an issue for high rounds, but just having to keep track of 2 salvage, as opposed to collecting both normal and high-grade salvage in Black Ops Cold War. Salvage drops are now player-specific, so you don't have to worry about teammates picking up your hard-earned salvage before you can. But can I drop salvage to someone else? Like, if I've got a player... If I have a player, let's say in my game, who has 0 salvage, but I have, let's say, 2,000, can I drop them salvage so then that they can buy a self-revive? Because that would be a nice change, I feel like, if I'm allowed to drop them things like essence, and drop in salvage. Be one thing I'd like to come back from MWZ, where you can drop cash and stuff. You only played 5 hours of Vanguard. Vanguard's not too bad, especially the round-based maps. They're not too bad. You can use salvage in the following ways. To access an ammo mod and apply special elemental power to your current weapon via an arsenal machine. Oh, so they've basically swapped ammo mods and armor. So armor's essence now and ammo mods salvage. I think I like that change. I think it also makes a bit of sense, but it means that ammo mod is now not tied to Pack-a-Punch. To upgrade the rarity of your weapon. Yep, same as Cold War. To build specific tactical equipment. Cold War. To build lethal equipment, Cold War. To build specific support equipment, Cold War. So the only difference to essence and salvage is there's one salvage type now, and salvage gets ammo mods and essence gets armor plates. Okay. I wonder if you can refill your armor with essence as well. Every zombies map has a main quest that you're left to your own devices to solve. Usually after the route to the pack machine has been completed, the main quest terminus follows a similar pattern and you're free to fully explore the prison area, ocean and small islands with tactical routes at your disposal to explore one of the largest round-based zombies maps ever created. What is the largest round-based zombies map? I know it was Moon at some point. This is probably up there. I think Moon was bigger than Transit, weirdly enough, if I remember correctly. I'm just trying to think, what zombies map felt freaking huge? Attack of the Radioactive thing feels huge, but I think it's because it's... Is it because it's actually huge, or is it because it's not... trying to think how I say this. There's a lot of open space that feels like nothing is going on. A bit similar to Transit. But Transit also doesn't feel huge. Like, I've ran from town to town, town to, like, diner, town to whatever. Like, it doesn't feel like it takes a long time. Anyways, besides the point. One of the most fun aspects of round-based zombies is the complete freedom you're given to investigate a variety of odd, out-of-the-way and seemingly innocuous parts of the map. Sometimes there's nothing to find. Sometimes an audio log, document, or strange artifact offers a clue to further discoveries. Occasionally, a entire hidden set of objectives is unearthed. I'm assuming this is just talking about the main quest. By their very nature, Easter eggs are blank, secretive, and cannot be discussed, though we can state that veteran zombies players should expect plenty of side quests to discover as you dig deep into the secrets of Terminus Island. And then we see Maya here, being a badass. Is that Grey and... Cannot tell which character that is. I think it's Weaver. Could be wrong. While Treyarch is focused on making the main quest for each of Black Ops 6 Zombies maps more challenging than those found in Cold War, the studios ordered an all-new guided mode to welcome more players into the world of zombies. The mode is planned to release later in season after each map's launch to protect the sanity of the traditional Easter egg hunt. The community puts their heads together to find and complete the main quest and side quests every time a new map launches. So, is this saying that there's not going to be a delay at launch so that New Zealand players get a head start on the Easter egg hunt? And when it comes to DLCs, loads of fast internet. In this mode, players receive focused guidance throughout the main quest with rounds capped to certain stages of their quest progression. All side quests and other Easter eggs will be disabled to ensure experience of the narrative is a singular priority. If you've ever been curious about jumping into the zombie story with both feet, this is your time. So, okay, this actually helps us a lot for Easter egg hunts now. Because if there's a guided hunt, which is just going to be the Easter egg, but with like the World War II book system, or the thingy system, there has to be a way for them to articulate what's happening, so it might not get too complex of steps. It might be like, hey, you gotta pick up a book on this table and take it somewhere. So like finding that would be difficult, but it's also something that can be articulated in a guided mode. Is, oh, just highlight this book and pick it up and take it. There's not gonna be anything extremely complex like the pipes in God Crover. Because how do you guide that? If I'm a developer, how am I guiding that? You know? When does this come out again? October 25th. You have 2 months and 2 weeks until this comes out. So what, roughly 10 weeks? Probably a bit more. In this mode, players receive focused guidance around through the main quest with rounds capped to certain stages of their quest progression. All side quests. Oh, okay, I read that. Players who complete a map's main quest will earn unique rewards themed after their respective map. With an extra reward for completing the main quest the old-fashioned way. So you will earn a unique reward for completing the main quest in either mode, it seems like. You will get a reward for completing it without guided mode, And players will also earn a limited time calling card from completing a main quest before the launch of a guided mode. And long-time fans will be happy to know they'll have the option to keep playing their match after completing the quest. Win. So there's going to be 3 rewards. 1 for beating the main quest before the guided mode comes out. 1 for beating it with the old-fashioned way, so doing it without guided mode. If you beat the map, basically launch, you'll get 3 rewards. If you don't do it for guided mode, then you'll get it for 2 if you do it without guided mode. And then if you do guided mode, you get 1. So you will earn a reward for completing the main quest. Is that the first time we've ever got a reward for doing every Easter egg? Because I know we did in World War II. You got the soldier's helmet for Final Reich. And I think that was it. Was that the only ever reward? Oh, you got a coin card in Vanguard Zombies for just being it. So, for all maps. At some point, even the most hardened, strategically focused zombie player needs to extricate themselves from the relentless hordes. And once you want to leave Terminus, you can call upon Raptor 1 to locate a landing site while you race to secure it before you're overwhelmed. After clearing the vicinity, you may yet live to see another match, or you can continue to explore the island, facing tougher and tougher crowds of ghoulish enemies until you succumb to the threats. Either way, your personal best is tracked and logged, so you know where you've bettered a previous attempt. Oh, one thing to note, so it sounds like we're trying to get Maya's brother in the gameplay trailer. Maya's here. If we can continue after completing the main quest, I feel like that means whatever we do is unsuccessful. Like her brother's dead, her brother's kidnapped or whatever. Her brother's turned into Takio under the sea and turned into this big monster and he's like, oh, I brought dishonor to my family, and we killed him in Zet. So I think it's looking bad for Maya's brother. With movement being redefined across the entire Black Ops 6 for the first time in Zombies, players can sprint, slide, and dive in any direction. Forward, sidestepping, and backpedaling, seamlessly chaining combat maneuvers together, all with a full 360-degree range of motion. This is Omni movement, and the extra dexterity that brings you maneuvers is nothing short of game-changing. Can I say this now? This Omni movement is one of the worst things I think I'm gonna hate when this game comes out. Now, don't get me wrong. The whole point of adding movement systems is to increase a skill gap, but it does nothing in Zombies, and I think it's gonna just be super annoying in Call of Duty, where I'm not getting my arcade shooter anymore. Like X Defiant is filling up that arcade shooter slot, and then this is coming like, well, we're adding all this realistic movement and we're making it a bit more realistic, like you can dive anywhere in real life. But if people enjoy it, I guess I'm not a multiplayer main kind of guy. Like I play multiplayer just to play multiplayer whenever I'm bored of whatever I'm doing. As veteran players will attest to, using your dexterity is the key to dodging a crowd and becoming undead in narrow play spaces. Perfecting Omni movement allows a full range of action hero stunts, whether it's sprinting backwards from a horde. Oh, I guess that sprinting backwards is kind of useful, I guess, because you could only sprint forwards before. So I guess there's some things coming good from this. Diving sideways through a window or auto-mantling low fences or scenery thanks to intelligent movement, which can optionally set to automatic. You can expertly circle strafe your foes. So I can turn this off because I can see auto-mantling getting you killed, especially if it's on low stuff. Like if I'm shooting a zombie and I'm trying to jump to the side to avoid zombies, but there's a tiny fence, it's just going to auto-grab to it. If you want to really see your new in action, try out the ability to switch from first to third person perspective and the soldier you're watching while in third person mode. For the first time in round-based Zombies, check your settings to change perspective on the fly anytime during a match. So basically we're going MWZ right now. The HUD. God, do you have to explain the HUD to me? The HUD that appears on your screen is designed to offer deep customizational experiences across almost aspects of the interface. There are far too many options to discuss in this blog. However, highlights include the ability to choose from a variety of HUD layouts. Yes, that includes a legacy setting that removes a minimap and positions elements in the same place as the HUD in Black Ops 3. The ability to turn off the health bar and zombies' hit point damage numbers that appear with each successful hit. Full readability options, part of a large-scale undertaking related to accessibility settings for both vision and cognition. The ability to select a custom and color palette for your interface, icons and maps, as well as the robust minimap setting. The ability to turn off pack-a-punch and weapon camos to preserve the look of your weapon customization. Oh, so that's a setting now? That's pretty neat. While the HUD is supremely customizable, it's still worth showing the default display so you can see how and where the useful information is displayed. So we can see your playing field down here, emotes and sprays, so you can emote and spray in zombies. We get the name of the area you're in, the map, the Gobblegums, the layout of the weapon. No weapon name, so is it only on Switch will pop up, I assume? We get the lethal field upgrade Semtex. I don't like this one right now. So what are we playing on default? This one is more likely. So this is a legacy HUD. Okay. Yeah, I like the weapon stuff in the corner. And it also gives space for me to put my webcam here. If I streamed, like webcam here. Or up here even. Like there's 2 spots I can put my webcam. All my stuff in the middle. I mean, I'd like the tactical and lethal to be like over here still, but I guess that's fine. Then all this looks, I mean, there might be a better one. If there's one that could move that to the top and move all this down, then that would be perfect. Because where's the multiple players going here? Like, is it going to just push this emotes and sprays up? Default HUD overview. I don't think I need to go through that. We literally just went through everything. I think this is where we want to be. Idle hands, saving and stability due to a variety of important reasons, including improved visual quality and lower file sizes. An internet connection is required to play Black Ops 6 Zombies. So let me just take a drink and we'll get into this. So, internet connection being required sucks. If, let's say, I'm taking my Xbox to a hotel room, the Wi-Fi is not that good, and I just want to play some zombies, I can't do that and progress my character. Actually, I can't even play the game, it looks like, because it says, like, oh, you need to have an internet connection to play Black Ops 6 Zombies. There's no, like, offline mode, which sucks. But it has to be done because games are getting so much bigger now. Because whenever you had, we'll say, games in the past, like Black Ops 3 and things like that, you downloaded every asset at the highest quality that your console could provide, and that made the game huge. How they're all saying this is that everything's going to get streamed to your console, so the assets will get cached. So if you've used it recently, it'll be cached into like a system. But let's say I went from multiplayer to zombies, that's maybe a whole new load of assets, and it's gonna stream them to your console, and it'll cache some of them, and maybe it won't be able to cache all of them because maybe you've only got like a gigabyte of space dedicated to that. So I understand why they feel like they need to, just so the file size is lower, because especially with Call of Duty HQ being one file, with MW2, MW3, and now Black Ops 6, they need to do something to keep that file low as possible if someone's going to keep all the games downloaded. Which, personally, I try and keep every Call of Duty downloaded, but if it comes to a point where I need to delete Modern Warfare 2, then I will. Because I think Modern Warfare 2 is a less likely game that I'm going to go back to ever. Because if I want to play MW2, I'll just go, well, MW3 is just a better version of it. So yeah. Robust systems have been put into place to both maximize the ease of matchmaking and minimize gameplay interruptions. Here are some of the mitigations. Private matchmaking. In new in Black Ops 6 Zombies, players can join to a friend's game no matter how far they are through the game, find the host has ruined the game and the party is a joinable state. So this reminds me a bit of Infinite Warfare Zombies. Because in IW Zombies, you can join someone at any point, I believe. Like, they could be just about to fight the boss, and it's like, oh, well, you've joined, and you can play just before the boss. Like, people would leave, bank loads of cash into the... Oh, what's the guy? The guy that could hold cash. The bank, we'll call it. And you could withdraw money from him, and so on and so forth. There's a way to basically exchange money between players, but what people would do is they would play, if you complete the super Easter egg, they would put all the money into the bank, because they start with like 15k, maybe a bit more, leave, put 15k back in, leave, join, put loads of money into it, so then they could spin the mystery box and whatever and get the weapon. I feel like this will keep whatever state you're in. So if let's say there's a bank in this game and I banked money, when I join the game, I think I'd be in the same state of the weapon I had and the money I had. But let's get into the next section. Pausing, saving, recovery at any point during the game. The following can occur. Pausing. You can elect to pause your solo match, take a quick break. After a finite amount of time without continuing to play, the game will automatically save the match to the point it was paused, load the save files to continue. Saving. For the first time in Zombies, you can elect to save your solo match at any time provided you have full health, aren't down, dead, or active in game next fill. Load the save file to continue. Again, if enough time passes whilst you're AFK, the game will automatically save your game state so you will lose your progress. Recovery. On the rare occasion that game servers, your internet, or a combination of the two conspire to prevent your continued joining the game and you disconnect. I assume that just means it recovers your game. Solo players load up. Oh, it's saying each state. Solo players load up your save close to the point in time you disconnected and continue from that point. So, what it sounds like, you have one save file. And let's say I load another game while having a save file, it'll overwrite that save file for the recovery, because it'll have to auto-save like pretty much every round. Squad players, if you disconnect from a squad match but the host is still active, you can rejoin and continue the match after a small amount of time of spectating. I am curious on what these mean for like records and competitions and stuff, because if you're doing a high round thing, then of course saving should be allowed. But are you going to set like a rule of you can only save after every 6 hours or something? Or are you just going to allow as many saves as possible over as many days? Like, I feel there needs to be some sort of restriction for competitive, but that's not for me to come up with. Part 3, locked and loaded, pre-game preparation. Don't show this to everyone that hated Black Ops 4 for how much I had to prepare. Hold on. If this gets rave reviews from anyone that said Black Ops 4 struggled because of how much pre-game stuff they had to do, bullshit. That's what made Cold War like feel dead outside the game. There's literally only the perks and the loadout thing, but it was all like stripped down from Black Ops 4's systems. But if anyone from Black Ops 4 who said, oh, there's too much stuff to do in the menus, blah, 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 does not complain about this, hypocrites. I think this is all good, by the way. This is a section which I've heard a lot about. Augments provide a rich and innovative customization experience, allowing you to invest into research between matches, unlock augments for every perk, armor mod, and field upgrades in the game. Each perk, armor mod, and field upgrade has a research path, accessing the pre-game menus between matches. Revelations you make during your research allow you to unlock the true power of each item, which takes the form of augments. A total of 6 augments per item, 3 minor and 3 major, are yours to uncover. A minor augment offers a limited advantage of the item, usually during use. A major augment offers a substantial advantage to the behavior of the item, usually during use. From the 6 researched augments, you can imbue 2 of them, one minor and one major, to each perk, armor mod, and field upgrade. Augments are designed to create a deep progression path, as well as offering you the ability to delve into research that benefits your style of play. Experiment with all the available augments, learn how they interact with other augments for perks, armor mods, and field upgrades, and also how your fellow teammates are using their preferred setups provides an incredible depth to the experience. So basically, I'm gonna go over to Black Ops Cold War here. Just need to reconnect my controller. Hopefully the game's not too loud because I can't hear it right now. But if I go over to the, it's in weapons skills here, weapon classes. Basically we're getting these for perks, armor mods, and field upgrades. So if I go to here, so we'll go to Frostblast. Maybe one of the minor ones would be Blast lasts longer, 3 seconds longer, continue to slow enemies. And then maybe a major augment would be normal enemies are frozen for 5 seconds and insta-killed when damaged. You know? Something along the lines of that. Maybe that is how they'll do it. We will show the melee real quick because that will come in useful later. But we'll go back to this. And I'll just have that prepared for later. Weapons and loadouts. So, neutralizing the frothing undead requires more than harsh words and bravado. You're fortunate to be able to count on an extensive army from which to perfect your anti-zombie armaments. Before the battle begins, let's get to this gunsmith and find out more about perfecting your pre-game loadouts. Stats and camos. Naturally, each of these loadout elements have zombies-related challenges and badges related to them, and the weapons have camos to grind for. This includes 4 highly desirable mastery camos in zombies, more information to come. Keeping score, there's no need to manually tally on how many zombies each individual weapon, primary, melee, field upgrade, tactical, lethal, has eliminated. This menu keeps score. Similar thing to MW free multiplayer, there's a screen that like breaks down like the kills of everything you've got on you. Continue to create to adapt your zombies current arsenal is the key to in-game success, and the Black Ops 6 loadout system shares many features from Black Ops Cold War as well as a few important differences. Primary weapon, fists, and melee. Your main method to eliminate the undead consists of a primary weapon, your fist, until you find a second weapon in the match, and a dedicated melee weapon, either sharp or blunt, when the situation gets even messier. As an alternative to melee strikes that is above your gun. So I believe you'd have your primary weapon, but if you're holding your primary weapon, you'll come out of a melee, and if your second will be fist, but it'll be actually fist fighting there. Primary weapon, choose from any available assault rifle, SMG, shotgun, LMG, marksman rifle, sniper rifle, handgun, or launcher. They will not be bringing any battle rifles to this game. I think in, was it Cold War? It was assault rifle, tactical rifle, SMG, shotgun, LMG, sniper, right? I don't think there was marksman rifles. There might have been. There were definitely tactical rifles. Because I remember tactical rifles being basically battle rifles, but different. Weapons, choose from the available weapon melee armaments. So there's going to be a bunch of melee weapons, it seems like. Which I don't know if they're going to go the MWR route, where there was like a bunch of melee weapons, and there just basically was reskins of knives, or if it'll be like modern day melee weapons from like, I think BO4 was reskins. I can't remember. But from, I'm going to say MW 2019, every melee has been like different. Like the different speed, maybe 2 hits. Maybe it's a bit dull, you know? But you can move faster with it. Further improvements in in-game access. Weapons can also be purchased with Essence at wall buys, with a higher weapon than your default loadout or in mystery boxes. Drops and swaps between teammates. Improved with damage increasing weary powers found at arsenal machines. Improved with different ammo mods found at arsenal machines. Improved significantly with damage, sometimes hidden effects, and additional ammunition reserves at the pack-a-punch machine. Using the zombies build system. Found a wall buy or mystery box at one of your personal weapon builds, provided you save the custom build and assign to accessible as a wall buy or mystery box. And the loadout menu before a match still be implemented the camo charm stickers you adapt to your zombies build weapon. So this is basically Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4's armory system where you build your weapon out of game. But you have to assign it to be accessible at wall buy or mystery box. So do I like go, oh, I want this to be on the wall? Or do you go, I want this to be on the mystery box? Because how I see this working is, let's say the Gallo, which has always been the strongest weapon in Cold War. If I say I want this to be on the wall, then there's no point me starting with the Gallo in the game because I might as well start with the second strongest weapon there is, and then I can just get the Gallo off the wall and skip like rare it is. Like that to me shows an issue with the rarity system. Because if I'm going to choose it to be on the wall at a rarity, then it's going to be easier to get a higher rarity than it is to start with the gun and just build it up. Each member of your squad is bringing a piece of specialized equipment known as a field upgrade, a powerful device that offers a chargeable, impressive elemental ability, followed by a cooldown period when the field upgrade recharges and ready to be used again. You'll earn more charges simply by eliminating enemies, not with the passage of time. At launch, expect to use a familiar field upgrade from past Zombies games. Aether Shroud. Phases the Dark Aether, becoming hidden from enemy detection. Frenzied Guard. Repaired armor and force all enemies in the area to target you. During this time, kills repair a portion of your armor. Healing Aura summons beams of energy down on yourself and allies to instantly revive and heal to full health. Energy Mine creates a mine of pure energy that detonates in rapid succession, dealing lethal electrical damage. In addition, expect a brand new field upgrade known as Dark Flare, offering a new and impressive offensive capability. You generate a massive energy beam that deals lethal shadow damage. The beam penetrates everything in its path. Further improvements. Field upgrades can be made even more powerful using augments. Field upgrades cannot be dropped, but now for the first time in Zombies, you can swap to a different field upgrade at any time during a match using the in-game menu. Note your cooldown is set upon switching to a different field upgrade. So that could be useful, where let's say there's like an objective where you have to take something from A to B. I'm trying to think of a good example. Ancient Evil, where you had to do the Hand of Gaia thing. Is Hand of Gaia the light one? You basically shot a mirror and it went into like a little bowl and you had to carry that light from A to B. If I could Aether Shroud, so that none of the zombies are going to get in my way and I can just run from A to B and do it. Useful. And then I can come out of it and then do Healing Aura again. So if like there's a certain objective where, oh, this is good to have this one, then that's good. With some promising mass takedowns during previous matches, you've been focusing on research of the Dark Flare field upgrade between matches and starting to unlock the minor and major augments, adding yet more power to future use of the field upgrades. Once fully researched, you have the following 3 minor augments and 3 major augments to choose from. Before your next match, you simply choose 1 minor and 1 major depending on your specific needs, and you can swap between other augments between match. We went with these. Minor augment, Heavy Shadows, Zombies impacts the beam are slowed. Major augment, Shadow Ball, the beam is replaced with Spear that damages enemies as it travels and detonates at the end of the duration. So what we'll do is we'll just get to there. We will head over to Cold War again. Turn on my controller. So we had similar things. So let me see. We don't have Ring of Fire. We don't have Tesla Storm. Wait, which ones don't we have? We don't have Toxic Growth. I know that. We do not have Frost Blast. Okay, that's the other one we're missing. probably going to come as DLC Frostblast. I don't feel like Frostblast was a terrible one. So, Energy Mine. Increase maximum charges to 2, double the size of blast, mine detonates 2 times in rapid succession. Enemies damaged by blast have their armor destroyed, mine detonates 3 times in rapid succession, stunning special enemies. So a minor augment for this might be increase maximum charges to 2. Maybe double the size of the blast, I think would be minor as well. But maybe mine detonates 3 times in rapid succession. That would probably be a major augment. For Aether Shroud, a minor augment might be instantly load your weapon, increase the duration might be one. I don't think any of these. I guess maybe the major augment could be you go forward a small distance. Like that could be something that's a major augment. Because I guess you're teleporting now as well. Healing aura, a minor could be like the healing effects last longer. A major augment, for example, could be allies divide, keep all perks on their DK meter, so they never lose any perks, no matter when they do it. Ring of Fire isn't the game. Frenzied Guard was, right? Probably a major would be enemies are slowed, a minor would be the increased duration, I feel like. And then, yeah, we will not see any other ones come from this. But it could mean that we have the DLC ones be Ring of Fire, Tesla Storm, Toxic Growth, and Frostblast. How many? We had 3. Yeah, we had 3 in Cold War coming post-launch, Frenzied Guard onwards. So, could be coming in the future, the other ones. Would be surprised if they don't. Especially Ring of Fire, which is probably one of the most popular ones. But we didn't see an MWZ, so potentially. Unlike Black Ops Cold War, you're facing down zombies hordes with a choice of tactical and lethal equipment that you can bring into the infill with you. Oh, so you can start with tacticals and lethals. Tacticals offer the use of an additional non-lethal advantage to partner with a more devastating attack from a lethal or another weapon. Current loadout tacticals include concussion, decoys, or stim shots. I feel like decoys will be the most useful, unless stim shots are absolutely wild again, like they were during Cold War's launch week. Because Cold War's launch week, stim shots were insane. Once in game, you can use salvage acquired from drop zombies, ground loot to construct a wide variety of tactical equipment, each with a different cost in salvage. Craft as many as you like until your inventory is full or lack of salvage presents you. So we can get concussion, which everyone knows what that does. Stim shot, which a lot of people know what that is. We can get decoys, like I said earlier. Smoke. A smoke screen that blocks vision and automated tagging systems. So I don't know if this affects zombies' vision at all, but what would be targeting systems? Like the parasite shot, I guess? Shock charge. Electrical trap that sticks to surfaces and electrocutes enemies, stunning them. That is in... that was in Cold War actually as well. Zimbelmungy, everyone knows what that is. And Casimir, everyone should know what that is. Lethal equipment, crafting table... So that's someone just throw in a... Oh, what is that? That's not a frag, is it? They just threw it instantly. And then... They didn't throw another one. It went off again. So there's a 2 types of grenades there. You'll have a look. Lethals are usually utilized when masses of women undead appendages are threatening to overwhelm you or your team. Choose frag, sticky, or thermo grenades. The combat acts on the new blast trap. So this is what I can pick at the start. The new blast trap could be interesting. Let's have a look at it. A small missile strapped with an improvised explosive. During a match, gather salvage from drop zombies to increase your pool of lethal equipment, each with a different cost in salvage. Craft as many as you like until your inventory is full, or lack of salvage prevents you. A frag, we know what that is. A sticky, we know what that is. A Molotov, we know what that is. C4, we know what it is. A combat axe, we know what it is. Impact grenade. Precision grenade that explodes on impact from advanced warfare, I believe. Thermo grenade creates a large fuel air crowd that explodes after a duration. Thermo grenades, I believe, was Vanguard that got introduced in. But I don't think it was in the zombies. I think that was just in the multiplayer. Blast trap, planted explosive device detonates when enemies come near. So this seems like a claymore, a blast trap. Some tacticals lethal are intermittently dropped by zombies to gather as ground loot. A full complement of tacticals lethals can be constructed at a crafting table along with more powerful ordnance such as squad streaks. Support equipment. Between bouts of undead calling access the craft table and you'll be able to spend salvage, construct an impressive array of support equipment, which also occasionally drops as ground loot. Some explanations include self-revive, use when down to revive yourself. An Arc XD, explosive RC card amid small aether blast. Sentry turret, you know what that is. Immune injection, temporarily transforms into a mangler with all the bells and whistles. So this is what we saw in the trailer yesterday. You get transformed into this. Now, did self-revive drops naturally in Cold War, right? Yeah. I don't remember streaks dropping from them, but I could also be misremembering. One of the support items you can craft is the mutant injection, which also allows you to transform to and temporarily wreak havoc as a mangler. Once you inject yourself with the serum, you grow an additional 3 feet taller, become clad in plate armor, and can throw your way around with a vicious melee swipe. Ranged melee cannon attack and a zombie killing barging sprint, all with some serious impressive damage upgrades. Your new form even allows blank. Probably something for the Easter egg, if I had to imagine. Gobblegums. Custom packs Gobblegum machine. Crack your teeth as well as skulls on the undead with a variety of custom Gobblegum packs based on your stored reserves of this killer candy. Pick a single pack to bring with you, with each pack containing 5 different single-use Gobblegums that you've chosen to access during a match via a special confection machine that holds each Gobblegum in your pack and spits out one randomly once you interact with it. The Gobblegums you can choose from are based on the collection you have in your inventory. One of the ways to continuously keep your Gobblegum collection filled is by earning them in-game. Gobblegums are single-use items that are permanently removed from your inventory once received in-game. Gobblegum rarity. Gobblegums come with a variety of rarities: rare, epic, legendary, ultra, and whimsical, with the general rule that the higher the rarity, the more powerfully affects the Gobblegum. Rare Gobblegum examples include Shields Up. Your army is twice as strong for 3 minutes. Killjoy spawns an skill power up. Epic Gobblegums examples include Free Fire. Firing weapons consumes no ammo for the next 6 seconds. And Soda Fountain, the next perk purchase, gives an additional random perk. That comes from Black Ops 3, I believe. Legendary Gobblegum examples include Phoenix Up, Revive all teammates and their key player perks, and wall-to-wall clearance. Wall buys cost 10 essence. Ultra Gobblegums include Percolic, gives the players all perk codes on the map, and Wonderbar, the next gun for the mystery box with a wonder weapon. Again, all perk codes in the map, so I think there's going to be different perks in each map. Most local Gobblegums include Neutronian Negation, zombies killed fall straight up in 3 minutes. Exceptions to this are the whimsical Gobblegums clause, which, as the name suggests, provide effects that are focused on giving you an advantage, but instead grant us sometimes hilarious, always entertain effect, and amuse bouche, if you will. Miss Peaks is only too happy to provide you with an additional in-game confection machine from which to extricate your Gobstopper. Simply interact with it, no essence required, and Gobblegum is randomly drop, ready for a pickup. Machine then cools down a timer or will immediately reset on the next round. Grab the suite and it's added to your inventory and HUD. You can store up to 3 unique Gobblegums at once and use 1, 2, or all 3 of them at once as well. This may very well add This may very well add many new dimensions to combat as these Gobblegums effects interact with your fellow teammates and other augmentations and power-ups. Gobblegums cannot be dropped or shared, but you can swap to a different Gobblegum pack at any time during the match by using the in-game menu. Changing the pack will reset the randomized order of the new pack. New Gobblegums are earnable in game, simply for playing in. Expect to earn 1 or more random Gobblegums every few rounds. You'll know when you've been awarded a new Gobblegum due to a reward sequence at the start of a subsequent round. Any unused Gobblegums are kept between matches, you won't lose them if you happen to disconnect from a match. So let's say I pull a Gobblegum from the machine, but I do not actually use it because I can store 3 on my person. It should also stay, so I won't lose it. Part 4, Into the Fray, round-based systems. Coca-Colas. If you're after a tasty beverage that also has a benefit granted ability to you and your teammates. I think we all know what perks are, so just stick to what perks are in the game. At launch, expect to have fallen perk machines across Terminus Island. Oh, they only specify in Terminus Island. So maybe Liberty Falls will have other perks in, maybe? Juggernog. Increase maximum health by 100. Which, if we switch to my console... So, if you didn't know, Juggernog in this game only increased health by 50. So, he's going to immediately start out with a tier 3, increase maximum health by 100. Which is nice. Quick Revive. Reduce. Oh, wait, let's actually go back. What could be a minor and a major augment for this? Maybe instead of getting down on a lethal hit, armor is depleted and health reduced to 1. Like, this is a... You get an extra hit, essentially. So... The first time I'm hit, when I should have died, will just take me down to 1 health. And then if I take another hit, I'll die at 1 health. Is I assume how to infer that? That could be a major augment, and a minor one could probably be reduced stats effects, I guess, durations, something along the lines of that. Quick Revive, reduce health gen delay by 50%, reduce the time it takes to revive an ally by 50%. Let's come back to here. That is how the perk worked before. So, let's see, what could be a minor augment? A minor augment could be revive an ally, will also heal you to full health. And a major augment could be killing an enemy while down to revive you and remove quick revive perk. I think that could be also a major augment. Speed Cola increases reload and armor replay and speed bonus by 30%. Let's go back to here. Speed Cola in this game only did it to 15%. So it's automatically getting its tier 3 bonus of increased reload bonus, the speed bonus to 30%. A minor augment could be field upgrades recharge 20% faster. And I think a major augment for Speed Cola should be your armor automatically gets put in. So if you have armor plates and you lose an armor plate, it'll automatically put it in, but maybe it's like to a delay. Maybe to like the golden armor plates. That's what I assume. Stamina up, increase movement speed. Stamina up this game, increase movement speed. Minor augment is probably remove sprint speed fall off, and a major augment, I'm not too sure what could be a major augment for this. That is something that we'll find out, I guess. We then get PhD Flopper, immunity to all self-inflicted damage and stats effects, dive prone during this explosion, which increases the higher you fall, immune you fall damage while diving to prone. So we have PhD Slide here, which was sliding instead of flopping, essentially. We can see that you get the tier 1 and tier 3 bonus of the game. I imagine that a minor augment could be what's it called? It's basically it's a PhD slider, but with the what's it called? Something from Infinite Warfare, where when you slid, you left 2 lines behind you. I won't be surprised if you slide in this game. I don't know if sliding is in this game. I'm assuming it is as well, because flopping and sliding combo is a thing in Modern Warfare zombies. So maybe if you slide, you leave a trail behind you or something. Like Trailblazers, that's what it's called. Deadshot Daiquiri. Aiming down sight moves to enemy critical location. Increase enemy critical damage. Go to console here. So a bonus could be deal extra damage if your a minor could be deal extra damage if you're full health. Or it could be a mage augment. Maybe mage augment could be that each consecutive hit on the same enemy deals 2% more damage to a maximum of 20% damage. I can see that being useful. And elemental pop. Every bullet you fire has a small chance to apply a random ammo mod effect. If we go back to this game. A minor augment could be increases enemy elemental weakness damage by 50%. And a major could maybe be I mean, that's the electric cherry at the bottom. I never liked that being a perk thing on here. Don't know what mage could be. A major could be maybe making it so it always, if you're shooting at a special enemy with a weakened effect, so let's say they're weak to fire, it'll always do the fire armor mod on that one person. Like, it'll never do the other ones. Maybe something along the lines of that. Right, back to here. We have Melee Macchiato. Which is this here. There's some punches. And then you just punch some zombies. Similar to what we saw in IW and World War II. We had a perk for meleeing. In addition, Spectre access a additional string designed to inflict enhanced and severe punishment at close range, the Melee Macchiato. Melee Macchiato replaces the weapon gun butt with a deadly punch that sends enemy flying. Oh, so you can gun butt. You won't switch to your melee weapon. Interesting. After swinging down a can of Melee Macchiato and using it for a few games, focus on researching this perk between matches. You can to learn and look at both minor and major augments to add additional benefits to future uses of the perk. Once you fully research the perk, you have 3 minor augments and 3 major augments to choose from. We choose the following. Minor augment, melee kills reload a portion of your held weapon. Major augment, vampirism, successful melee attacks heal for 25 health. Before your next match, you can simply choose one of each, depending on your specific needs, and swap between the other augments between matches. Let's go back to here, because we can show an example of Melee Macchiato. Go to weapon classes, melee. So a minor augment could be, instead of your fists replacing your gun butt, maybe a Bowie knife replaces it. So you do even more damage. That could be a minor. Of course, the major augment of melee damage heals you a small amount is in the game, so yeah. I mean, maybe increased damage if it's your primary melee weapon as well. That could be something, but yeah, let's go back to this. Ammo mods. Along with a rarity and pack-a-punch capabilities, your primary weapon can be outfitted with an upgrade known as an ammo mod, obtaining via ground loot. And more specifically at the Arsenal machine, uses salvage you've collected as payment. Ammo mods grant the effective weapon a percentage chance of dealing a special effect upon a successful projectile impact. Only one ammo mod can be applied to the weapon at a time, though you can purchase a new ammo mod as necessary. A launch expect to access the following returning ammo mods, each with 6 augments to unlock and choose from to further bolster the following base effects. Now, interesting, they're saying at launch, so it means every map can use this, whereas before with perks, they had to specify on terminus. Brain rot. Bullets deal toxic damage. E-bullet has a chance to turn a normal special enemy into an ally. Cryo. We all know what cryo does, right? Freezes zombies and slows them down. Dead wire deals electric damage. Just basically creates like an electric field. Napalm burst creates like a fire effect to ignite zombies. We will quickly come back to here. No, why not? Now, why can't you now see this? Oh no, do I need to do the switch again? There we go. Go to ammo mods. So there will only be 4 of these. So napalm burst, A major effect will probably... A minor effect will probably be increased duration and increased time. And a major could be the enemy explodes and applies and it just spreads to other zombies. Basically the tier 5 here. For dead wire, maybe the arc jumps to nearby enemies. That could be a major, and then a minor could be double the electric field damage, I guess. Cryo freeze. A major effect could be slowed enemy kills, enemy shattered, spreading the slow effect to 5 nearby enemies. And then a minor could be increased or decreased speed of the enemies. Brain rot could be maybe a major could be the bottom one. On turned enemy death, the turned enemy explosion turns 3 nearby zombies. And then a minor could be turned enemy explodes on death, dealing toxic damage. Something like that. Oh, it has the cooldown numbers at the very top. So Cry Freeze is a 1 second cooldown. Interesting. Never knew that. Never knew it said that at the top. In addition, expect access to a new elemental power only barely containing the following armor mod. Shadow Rift. Bullets deal shadow damage. Each bullet has a chance to spawn a black hole if striking normal or special enemies, warping nearby zombies away and dropping some from their air at high speed. Armored examples. A minor augment could be targeted, drop zombies, fall on other zombies. Major augment, explosive range. Zombies that are dropped from poles will explode on contact with the ground. So this to me seems like a horde control, where if you have too many zombies, you shoot at this and it'll teleport them away. But you can also use it as like a killing thing by using this. I mean, if you use that, you can explode them onto zombies and kill some. The Rampage Inducer is back. It will last until the first 20 rounds. We saw this in Vanguard and Black Ops Cold War. Very useful to get through those early rounds. Ground loot. So, ground loot will have salvage, which we know about and spoken about. Armor plates will drop. And tacticals, lethal support equipment, and ammo mods will drop as well. There are other ways to secure ground loot, including probably intel, I imagine. Oh, they're saying how to score these, or another crafting table and like the armor station also grant these. Dotted around the map is ammo caches. We all know what they are. Don't need to go through that. Tactical raft. So you basically spend essence and the tactical raft will come towards you, and you can use this to go anywhere on the map. Like, it's not like a set destination go similar to like the transit bus. You can go anywhere with this and just see what there is on the map. Trials, which is coming back from Cold War. Visiting our reality across the map. So it will always be there like Cold War. These will move. Which intimate allows you to complete tasks, probably. Special objective trials or challenges. With enough essence, you can activate a terminal unit and begin a short challenge. This can involve holding a specific zone, dispatching enemies in a skillful manner, or a host of other conditions. Succeed in a special chest warps into reality, offering up loot. Offering up something, variety of interesting rewards. The computer is then beamed out of resistance, only to be able to return for further trials to be completed. So you can't constantly do them like Cold War, they'll go away. We will not read that because we don't need to read it. But you might notice there's no Carpenter here. Carpenter is not in the game because there is no barricades in the game. So we'll get insta-kill, which kills zombies with a bullet, like normal zombies. Like special zombies will deal more damage taken to them. Double points. Doubles the amount of essence you get for anything. Max ammo. Refills all armor. Nuke. Boom. Kills all zombies and deals damage to special zombies. Bonus points gives you probably 500 essence. I imagine it says. Yep. Full power, which grants full field upgrade, and max armor, which will refill your armor. And one more, which isn't described, is Fire Sale. As the mystery box moves, this may appear, activating all mystery box locations, reducing the purchase cost considerably. Elemental damage, this comes back from Cold War. So Frost will come from Cryo Freeze, Fire will come from Napalm Burst and Molotovs, Electric will come from Deadwire, and probably there's the electric shock charge. I assume comes from that as well. Toxic, Brain Rot, and Shadow is Dark Flare, Shadow Rift, and the L253 Casimir. So essentially, Frost dealt extra damage to Hellhounds. So each of the enemy types we have, besides zombies, will have an element that'll deal more damage to him. Weapon rarity upgrades. So we have loadout, which is red and tier 1 damage. So only your loadout weapon will have it. You'll have uncommon, which is tier 2. Rare, which is tier 3. Epic, which is tier 4. And legendary, which is tier 5. Similar to Cold War. Warbind weapons. So daubed on walls and boards across the island and chalk outlines of a weapon, complete with a glowing colour representing the rare of the weapon. Green means uncommon, blue means rare, purple means epic, and orange means legendary. The rarity of a wallbind increases with the number of rounds you complete. Wallbinds have a number of uses. So wallbinds will increase, similar to Cold War. So they'll no longer just be static like the launch Cold War. They will do the increase, where every 5 rounds there's a chance it will increase in rarity. They allow you to obtain a different weapon type in case your loadout isn't doing the job, or you want a secondary prime weapon. A wallbind weapon already has a rarity file associated with it and is therefore more powerful. If you divide a zombie build, the weapon you purchase will be a rarefied version of that customized weapon or blueprint, complete with your preferred attachment and cosmetics. Wallbinds armor levels. Plating up is also important to lengthen your survival. The new armor wallbind ensures you add protection. There are likely to be 2 different types of armor wallbinds, and these increase your armor level. Level 2 armor vest, which is rare/blue, and level 3 armor, which is epic/purple. Once you visit an armor wallbind, it's easy to function. You cure armor plates via ground loot or crafting them. So you cannot just buy more armor plates from these. Interesting. Mystery boxes will be a random weapon, a random wonder weapon, or a random support item, similar to Cold War. The Pack-a-Punch machine. I think everyone knows what pack is. You can pack-a-punch 3 times. Wonder weapons, here we go. Something new we can talk about. Increase rare and exceptional pun. Occasionally, you may uncover highly secretive plans to construct several prototypes armaments with almost unimaginable power. Research determined this item has uncovered the existence of just a device known colloquially as a wonder weapon. The Beam Smasher. Feature of the Beam Smasher is comparable to the size and shape of a light machine gun and features a barrel emitting a supercharged, incredibly damaging etheric beam. Set around the barrel are resonant focus flaps that directs the energy created by the weapon. The weapon is reloaded by swapping out the side-mounted DAP container. The Beam Smasher has 2 fire modes. Primary, this fires a solid beam of spheric energy causing organic matter to break down at the molecular level. This occurs almost instantly and enemies appear to explode in a cloud of vaporized innards. Further testing is needed, but it appears that the longer the weapon fires, the more ungainly it becomes to move. Secondary, focused sound waves cause the molecules of multiple enemy targets to vibrate at alarming fast rates. Targets are racked with pulsing head trauma that incapacitates by slowing the target rather than damaging them. Enemies in this state become much more easily damaged by both primary weapon and convenient firepower. The weapon may experience energy venting excess pressures builds up during the expenditure of the ammunition tube. Automatically reloading appears to cause a small blast radius and appears to knock down enemies within the vicinity. The weapon also appears to be pack punch 3 times with increased power, not to mention something else. Know your terminus zombie. Hordes of the undead. Almost all the residents of the map you visit in round-based zombies appear to have gone through a horrifying transformation, becoming a rotting host. Shambling into a crowd of walking cadavers, each with sunken glowing eyes now reborn with a relentless purpose to hunt you down and consume your still twitching corpse. Please note, consult the following bestiary to learn more about the foul forms encountered throughout the term's map. Remember, these enemies do not represent the full miscellany of the Black Ops 6 zombies enemies you should expect to face in the game. Bipedal Shamblers. Visiting Termin Island reveals that impressive variety of zombies you'll be facing, with some clad in the remains of hazmat suits, Project Janitor security attire, science lab coats, prisoner garb, torn rags, as well as civilian clothing. Blood expands, multiples and mutated forms abound, and other more sinister varieties appear across the rounds of Horde content. The not complete horror you'll encounter. Here's what to expect to battle across Terminus. Zombies. We all know what zombies are. Armored zombies. We all know what they are. Just increased like armor. Heavy zombies. Even more armor. Here we go. We vermin. Vermin are large spider-like ravenous scuttlers with essential forks that seem to take the form as a screaming human head. Relatively weak individually, they become more dangerous in packs and sometimes appear after detaching from a fallen zombie's host. In a spray of blood, the head and some internal organs rip free of the skin and sprout legs. Keep your head in a swivel, lest you're dropped on. Vermin sprint and jump to inflict damage. Mouth wide open with a wet growl. They've also been known to spit a caustic substance, but in this is the least of your worries. Vermin also have the potential to evolve into another form, emitting gas, elongating their skull thorax, and changing a born terror, the parasite. The parasite is similar to probably what Shadows of Evil had. Parasites are horrific flying creatures consisting of a 2-foot head attached to a spindly membrane like wings and a bulging sack of flesh as an abominum. They seem to possess a level of cunning, preferring to remain at a distance, harass you with pelleting of acid bite projectiles spat from the maw. Manglers are back. A new Mangler suit variant has been greenlit by Project Janus, now armed with an Ethereum augmented cannon and prone to extended bouts of primal rage. It is these bipedal tanks that now roam parts of the island, firing all the cannon that shoots multiple shots and a vicious melee that anyone should steer clear from. Amalgams, which is like a fresher in Zetsuba. The Zenith of the body horror is fake. The amalgam is a form of fleshy deviancy that now has defiled explanation. With it over 8 feet in height, maintaining a general humanoid mass. This piece put this politely to be combined DNA of multiple individuals. It has multiple appendages, including heads, all going from seemingly random locations. These limbs in places they shouldn't be. Nothing about the hearsay of nature is quite right. Amalgams appear to be violent masses of flesh and sinew, emitting bellows with multiple heads. Up to 10 arms and 5 legs have been counted, and they seem to regenerate limbs previously shot off. They merely try to absorb you or other zombies by stretching a clump of limbs into a tendril to pull the victim into a more like chest character. Blood Up Witness is realised that should an amalgam be killed, it will spontaneously lose cohesion, exploding into sprays of blood, entrails, and innards. High round hordes. I think we know what high rounds are like. Terminus, a living world of terror traps. Expect each zombie's map to come with an ambient encounter specific to the environment. Explore Terminus, you'll encounter the last vestiges of Project Janus security forces being pounced on and ravaged to death as the entire base is lost to a zombie outbreak. Body bags twitch on gurneys, blood corpses spending amniotic fluid twitch and peer out you with large experimentation vats. Tentacle traps. Located across the prison complex, the main island, a number of ceiling containment shut vents. These seem to be holding back an Perhaps something that has escaped from containment, activating a switch to open the show vents and long limb like tendrils, appendages. Seep through and dangle wind to be brushed against perpetually hungry any zombies wandering. Under these tentacles are grabbed and dragged upwards in the vent for bloody feasting. Void cannon trap. So this is just a cannon with like a void shot that sucks people up into it. The tentacle. Where there's smoke, there's fire. On this case, where there's an alarming, choking, lightning-imbued cloud of toxic smog, there's a monstrally sized withering tendril intended to capsize the tactical rafts. This worm-like crime against nature seems set by a proto-intelligent sort, spitting out a billowing spray of noxious vapours from its hideous blade maw, before quickly retreating beneath the waves. Venture off the main island or into the waters at your own risk. Incoming comms, prepare for COD next, and that's it. Pre-order now for the camo and stuff. Yeah, we are completely done. Wow, that is a lot of information. Now, I heard there's going to be 20 Gobblegums at launch. I don't feel like I need to go through the Gobblegums because, I mean, I'm sure I can find it somewhere. Hold on. Black Ops 6 Gobblegums. Coding Pizza did all 20 confirmed Gobblegums. Does he know them all?
I've got Black Ops 6 Zombies gameplay in the background, so if you just want to watch that, feel free. Black Ops 6 Zombies, I have been to Treyarch, and it is a... And currently, I can tell you 18 of them. So if you're interested in consumables in Black Ops 6 Zombies and things that you can eat inside of the game, then this is the video.
We're not going to go through this video for 18 Gobblegums. We know like 8 of them already. But yeah, I don't think there's much more to talk about. I have been Newbie, and I'll see you all next time.